Alright, hey, what's up guys, this is Crypto Clutch here. I know I haven't made a video in like 3 weeks other than that short and the post, but I just want to quickly update you guys on everything that's been going on. I was sick for like a week, and so like that delayed doing that, so like that's why it was going to come out earlier, and then I just didn't really change anything for like a week because I haven't been doing much. I've been working over there a little bit, but clearly I've been working over here, so I showed you guys, but whether you guys remember or not, but this box right here did not have this pipe coming out before. So we made some joints up there with the 4-alt, with some wire, like insulated taps is what they're called. And then we ran this pipe down to here. We put the strut up, put another piece of strut, and then we did this weird like 45 to another 45 to a 90, and then down the wall, and then it goes into this disconnect, which is actually hot on this side, but obviously it's off here, so power is not going to the transformer. But then from the transformer it goes into the bottom of here, and then it comes out on these lugs right here, which I will explain in a minute why it's still open. But then normally it has, well, you can see we have two pieces of pipe, but only one has wire in it, and you'll also notice that this doesn't have any kind of connector on it if you know anything about electrical. My electrical warehouse that's right up the street from me didn't have any more of those 3-inch MC connectors, or greenfield, whatever you want to call it. So they have to order it, and it'll probably be here Monday or Tuesday. So I couldn't finish the job this weekend, which kind of sucks, but it's not the end of the world. Basically, the only thing that's left is to hook up this and run the wire through it and put it into the thing, and then it's just a matter of doing the branch circuitry, which you'll see this, like, it's a lot different than what I did last time. So these are all 3-phase 80 amp breakers, so each breaker will be able to do like the same as 4 or 5 of those PDUs over there. So that's a pretty big upgrade. The main reason why I did that, in case you're curious, is because of breaker space. So like that, even though that's a way bigger panel, that one, I had to put a sub panel over there because it didn't have enough breaker spaces. So I needed 35 circuits, and you do 35 times 2, that's like 80 some spaces that you need, and it only comes with 42. So obviously I had to put a sub panel, which isn't the end of the world, because it came, well, we'll just go over there and look at it. It comes with a 2 spaces to do sub panels, and this panel is really hot. But anyways, so the 225 amp goes over there, and that's feeding that sub panel. But yeah, this transformer completely maxed out, can't put anything else on it. This transformer is not running yet because, like I said, I don't have the 2 connectors I need to finish it up to run the rest of the wires over here. But we did turn it on and test it, so we had good voltage there and good voltage there. I didn't check any of my breakers yet, but they should all be fine. They were tested when they were sent to me, and I haven't had any issues so far with my electrical supplier, and he's really good. But yeah, so this is the big wire that's going to feed. You got to cut this and run it through there. Well, I'm also looking at doing these blower fans to help cool. Like you see, I have this fan pointing at the transformer to try and keep it cool, because right now that transformer is absolutely burning up and burning the oil inside, which isn't good. It'll kill the transformer if it burns too much of it. So obviously I'm trying to keep that cool so it doesn't like cook itself to death, and then I have to like replace it with this transformer and buy another $1,600 transformer, which isn't the end of the world, but it would just be annoying, because my supplier actually does still have another one of these transformers, so I might actually buy, I don't know. But yeah, I would like to put this so that thing, just bolt it straight up to those holes and screw it in, because this thing moves quite a lot of air. It's I don't know what the CFM is, but you could probably look up. Oops. It uses 1.5 amps on 115. So I mean, it's probably pretty good. And I mean, we turned it on, and I mean, it throws some air, that's for sure. I definitely think that'll help cool that, but I don't know. I'll probably do something similar for this one as well, and that one when we get to it. See, what else did we do? Oh, I'm also currently working on some GPU rigs that I've been having issues with. I took them out of the cases and basically just redoing everything and putting in brand new cases. And I'll come back and look at what's wrong with my old cases when I have time, / when I can get parts in. I'm currently working on this rig. I have a lot of cards that are, you can kind of see it. Wait, next to my Mustang. Like those cars right there are all bad. So yeah. But I'm working on this rig right now, which it's currently just in BIOS for whatever reason. I haven't really done much else. I mean, obviously, you know, we've been. This took like a day and a half to do, and we're still not even finished. I mean, we could have finished it today, but yeah, we just didn't have time. Obviously, I didn't mention the lift, but yeah, we had a lift to get up there, which was really nice. Although this lift did cost me about $430 to get it here and delivered for the weekend. I wish I could have used it for more. Like, if I was smarter, I probably need to stop showing you my Mustang license, and it's what I get for parking it in here. But there's another box right there. Let me zoom in. There's another box right there, that little white box that has another circuit. That I probably should have ran the pipe from over there and brought it all the way over here. Not terminated it, just bring it down the wall and put it on a box, you know, ready for a transformer. I mean, another panel, a disconnect setup. But, you know, I didn't think that far ahead, because then now whenever I want to do that, I have to rent this lift again. And that's just, I mean, it's not a big deal. Because, I mean, I'm making a lot of money. The current ETH prices, ETH is shooting up to like $3,200 today. And I recently got into a Discord group where I pay for a Patreon service where he tells us good buy signals and he just helps us with trades. And obviously, you know, it's been really working out for me. If you guys want to know more about that, leave a comment down below and I'll talk to you about the infos. Obviously, make sure it's like actually me, not some fake account that's doing that. I haven't had any issues with that yet, but I do know that bigger channels do have that problem. So yeah, I have been trying to. We have like a little bit of a hot spot over here, so I put this little weird fan. It like blows air in every direction. So that's supposed to try and help with, you know, moving air so it's not stuck. So I think I talked to you guys about these PDUs I got, or maybe I just showed them to you, I don't know. But I opened up the internals of one, and found out it wasn't wired for 208. It was only wired for 230 hot to neutral, which means it's like a European type voltage where you don't have to butt this head to this, this line to this line to get 208. You have 230 from here to the neutral. So this was like here, and this was also there. So you had 230. It's designed for 230 to go to line to neutral, which kind of sucks because that's not what my transformer does. So I have to order some of these things and crimp up all of these and put them onto these lugs, as well as bring in my my main powers. So I'll show you the massive cable that I bought for that, which is right here on this spool. So yeah, this is the stuff right here. It's 4-5 SO cable. So this is number 4 copper stranded times 5. So it's got 3 hots, neutral, and a ground, which is, you know, what that is calling for. It's just that's not what my transformers produce. So I don't really need the neutral, but you know, I'm gonna make it work. It's just it would have been better if I had a transformer that was designed for this type of voltage, but you know, I didn't open one up until we had already installed everything for the transformers. So you know, I guess that would have been a smarter thing to look at before. But it's not a big deal. Worst case, I have another buddy he's getting a custom version of those, which has C13, sorry, that one has C19s. That might even be better because it's just a better PDU design overall, but it's just double the cost of those PDUs. So that's why I went with the cheaper one. But it's, as usual, you get what you pay for. So I'm getting kind of screwed. I have to do a lot of work to get it up to par, but it's doable. But yeah, that's going to be what I'm going to be doing here soon. Maybe I'll do a video on one. But yeah, I think that's about all I did in the warehouse. We obviously did a lot. I spent a lot this weekend getting all that stuff, because if you guys want a simple breakdown, so for that panel and that disconnect, it was about $3,000 shipped to me. This transformer was about $1,650 shipped to me. The SO cable right there was $3,000 shipped to me. Which that's really expensive, but that's what my PDUs require. So like, obviously if you got that kind of PDU, you wouldn't have to buy it because it comes with a plug already on it. But again, it's just, I kind of explained to you guys why I did it, and it's just because of breaker spacing, which, I mean, really a sub panel isn't that expensive, neither is that. It's just more work, and it's a lot more work to do all that MC work. So we're looking at, and then there was about another $2,500 in miscellaneous like stuff. So like this wire, the connectors, like this. Well, it was probably more because this was put on with the last bill. So 25 feet of this 3-inch Greenfield MC goes for about $550. So I'm using probably, I don't know, 12 feet or so here, and so I mean you're looking at $250 in Greenfield right there. Now the 2-inch is a lot cheaper, and I have a lot more of that, so I might try and do like a triple feed instead of using, because I only have enough for one more for this one. So I gotta either buy a whole other 25 feet or just use 2 runs of this to replace one of those. I don't know. I don't know if that's code legal or what, but I'm hoping it's legal because that's what I have a lot of that, and I have more there. This is, yeah, it's, so that was probably about $2,500 to $3,000 in that. Like I said, that rental was about $450 for the weekend. I probably could have gotten away with it just for one day, but I don't think it was a whole lot cheaper. I think a one day would have been about $250 with $100 delivery fees. So it'd have been about $350 for one day versus $450 for the whole weekend. And I wanted to make sure we had time to get everything. But yeah, it would have been a little bit cheaper. So I think that's about it. Obviously there's always a bunch of hidden costs whenever you're doing this big stuff. If you have to pay an electrician, like I would have been paying the guy who's helping me probably $50 to $100 an hour to do everything, and he was here for a solid, I would say 10 hours at least. So figure $75, on the safe side. You're looking at an extra $750 to have an electrician install this stuff, and that's if he's one of your friends. I mean, if you get a contractor in here, it could be a lot more. So if you look at it like $750 to install $10,000 worth of equipment, I mean, it's really not that bad. But it's still extra costs that you have to prepare for. But yeah, with that, it's Crypto Clutch signing off. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy this and you want to help out the channel. Thanks. Peace out.